Oh, that's going to be a good one. Oh, man. I don't know if I've ever used Bonecrusher Giant before. Huh. There's the first time for everything, I guess. Actually, I want to switch the position of that thinking dino. It's a little bit too small. Yeah, make him look like he's sitting on the border. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, perfect. Oh, almost ready to start. Okay. Alrighty. Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dino action. This is going to be a special one. Commander Crane, if you're watching right now, later on, fantastic showing. A top 8 recently in Columbus. Everything, the links to the results, all the good stuff is in the description. If anybody is interested, the list, all of that. This is basically that. It was in Pioneer, of course. This is in Explorer at the moment. A couple cards are not available. Roast, 1 in the red, 5 damage to a creature. We don't have that quite yet. Maybe it was just added, but I keep up on that pretty closely. And we don't have Tormod's Crypt. Actually, I should probably search it up. I didn't even bother searching because I figured it wasn't in here. Gotta move my pop out of the way so I don't spill it on everything. 1 second. Oh, it is. Okay. All right, there we go. Switching it up. Tormod's Crypt as the graveyard hate of choice. Once we get up there. I had Lantern of the Lost. I kind of like this against Dimir Rogues, just because it gets rid of our graveyard as well. Dimir Rogues care about having at least 8 cards in the graveyard to do various rogue stuff. So that's, yeah, if I have graveyard hate, that's my one of choice. But we'll keep it almost exactly, oh, excuse me, as the list is. A little bit laggy there. Takes a bit to move stuff out. Whew, okay. We'll start off at the beginning. Of course, with the Mana Dorks. Not my favorite way to do it, but they do good stuff. In Dinosaurs, Gruul, Mono Green Devotion. Pretty basic and standard there. You get ahead by 1, you get to 3 mana on turn 2, and that's really what you're aiming for. Hopefully we get to play Domri. Crossing the fingers. There's only 1 copy at the moment. I like 2, 3. It does some fantastic stuff, so I want to see it maybe a little bit more than 1. But again, basically exactly as that list is. No changes. Maybe we'll tweak it a little bit as we go, but probably for the most part I'll keep it just like this. 6 Mana Dorks. I always felt 8 was better than 6. You want to see it as often as possible. I was always figuring on turn 1, so have the chance as high as possible, having both play sets of that. But it's lovely to have more turn 1 plays. At the moment, I don't have turn 1 plays. I don't have nearly as much interaction as this with the Reckless Rage. Nice to see that, of course. 4 damage, 1 red, instant speed. Ping a dino, of course we would hope to ping Ripjaw as always. Whenever it's dealt damage, we draw a card. Whether that comes from a creature on the opponent's side, Marauding Raptor, Reckless Rage pinging it, Domri making Ripjaw Raptor fight. That is right. Whew, that's going to be good. But yeah, Reckless Rage, Bonecrusher, Domri. Then we got Rending Volley in the sideboard. Certainly a lot more than, quite a bit more. I'm not even using any interaction at the moment, which is pretty crazy stuff. I've got to move that Rending Volley. That is not satisfying whatsoever. Oh, a single Grafdigger's Cage. Okay, visually appealing. We got that all sorted out. Commune with dinosaurs as well. I don't use it at the moment, but it's lovely stuff, good at any point in the game. Although I have kind of shied away from it. Whenever I've done a list like this, there's quite a few non-hits, and that always made me feel pretty sad. We have to pass up Bonecrusher, Domri, the Dorks, Reckless Rage, that sort of thing. That was always rough stuff. But I think there is enough dinos. Currently, 18. Reasonable, for sure. Of course, with Commune, 4 copies, digging 5 deep for a dinosaur or a land, there's a good chance to see Ghalta being 2 copies there. A lovely Rampaging Raptor. Chances are, a little bit later, you go with Commune. You might have enough to follow up and just play that Rampaging Raptor that you dug for. Just going to be very lovely stuff. Marauding, hey, that's like the thing. You always use it. Don't ask questions. Of course, there is a little bit more dead draws than just Otepic Huntmaster, giving dinosaurs haste by tapping, reducing all dinosaurs by 1. Usually it was just 4 copies of that for me, and then the Dorks being 6. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully we get that turn 1. We get Marauding Raptor on turn 2, something like that. I may keep a pretty good hand that just includes Marauding. It's going to be very awkward if, I play Marauding on turn 2 and then finally on turn 3 I draw one of the Dorks and no, they're dead. They're done for, sadly. And the Bonecrusher, ooh. This guy, I hear Bonecrusher Giant is pretty decent. Used sometimes. He's alright. No, that's a joke. Bonecrusher, fantastic. Stomp. Who doesn't love Stomp? It's going to be nice actually taking out creatures for once, instead of just playing my own and then crushing the opponent that way. Ooh. I love it. Rampaging Raptor as well. Oh, beautiful for that aggression. Early, late game, if you have a bunch of mana, maybe you draw another Llanowar Elf. It's dead. But you sink all available mana you have into this, make it bigger. You get extra value taking out a Planeswalker as well. Liliana of the Veil. You don't have to send this thing right towards her. Whenever it deals combat damage to opponent, you can send that extra damage towards her or Teferi. If you pump this up enough and you connect with the opponent, you could deal, let's say, 6 damage, perhaps against Azorius control. Boom. Teferi's gone. Smoked. Got him. Massive damage right there. And Regisaur, the key thing. We could get Regisaur Alpha on turn 3, of course. Llanowar Elves and a land, turn 1. We do another land, turn 3. Hopefully it's Domri. Possibly could be Marauding Raptor. There are many avenues to get that Regisaur Alpha. Either we have Llanowar, Domri, and 3 lands for a total of 5 mana on turn 3. Or it could be Llanowar, 3 lands, and Marauding Raptor on turn 3. Either way, it's going to be lovely stuff. Although Marauding Raptor could be more preferable. If that's out already, it's pinging Regisaur once and the token. Sitting at 6 power. Regisaur Alpha, well, we can't attack with it, but the token also would be able to attack. So you're attacking with 3 power, 6 power. Ooh, that is lovely stuff right there. Beautiful. Man, different for sure. My goodness, it's going to be fun though. We hate against a lot of stuff. Grafdigger's Cage, Greasefang, beautiful. Cindervines, enchantments, opponents casting a bunch of things. That does the trick. I've used it before in fantastic fashion. It really puts in the work against certain matchups. Damping Sphere, Mono Green Devotion. Wow. Hopefully we face it. Hopefully we get to use this, although sometimes there's not a whole lot you can do against Mono Green Devotion. They either destroy your artifact or enchantment that you brought in to hate against them. They just go too big. You hope to race them and go bigger and faster than them, but that doesn't always happen. It is a rough matchup. It can, depending how you tweak your list, dinosaur list specifically. I like how I'm doing it currently. Bigger, faster, just creatures, just bigger stuff. they don't interact, so I can go a little bit more risky perhaps, and I get that super aggressive Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia, tapping for 2 mana, untapping when we cast a creature with power 5 or greater, and I just chain that a bunch of times. It really has done the trick, I must say. And Clothis, I haven't used it a lot, but 2 devotion, exile stuff, maybe gain a bit of life, ramp, potentially, more graveyard hate. So with that, Tormod's Crypt as well, 0, exile target player's graveyard. Man, if we face anything graveyard related, that's going to feel extra good. Greasefang is just going to cry. They're probably going to concede when we bring in Tormods and Rending Volley, possibly. Atrax's Fall is I mean, we could take out Parhelion before it attacks, potentially, if we absolutely had to do that. Bouncer's Beatdown as well, which, that's my switch from Roast. 1 in red, this, it could reasonably take down Shieldred, which oftentimes people use Roast for. 5 damage to a creature, this. I would hope we probably have a creature with at least 5 power, dealing that to whoever. And it's very nice. Instant speed, exiling as well. Could be very relevant, especially nice against Greasefang. Chances are we certainly have somebody with 3 power. So for 1 green, Greasefang, dead. Exiled, we don't have to worry about them reanimating Greasefang at a later turn with Can't Stay Away for a white and a black. Or they flashback it. Either way, that greasy rat is not so greasy when you do this. You fry that rat, and you never have to worry about it ever again. Gruul Charm. Love it. Love the potential of this. If there's a deck with lots of creatures on the ground, we could play this, and then they can't block, and then we win. Creatures without flying can't block this turn. Gain control of all permanents we own. Well, I mean, if somebody wants to steal our creature, potentially, I guess we could take it back. The Akroan War with regular Gruul Vehicles. Rakdos Sacrifice if they try to steal one of our early creatures. Or they go Furnace Rains. Furnace Rains, yeah. 2 in a red. Gain control of a creature, untap it, it gains haste. If it deals damage to us, they make a treasure. Of course, they'll sacrifice the creature they stole with Witch's Oven or any number of things. So we put a stop to that, potentially. Or 3 damage to each creature with flying. Spirits. Spirits fear this, that's for sure. Get rid of that pesky Spell Queller. Everything. It would probably be an instant win, I would imagine. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Hating on a lot of stuff tonight. Alright, let's jump into it. It's gonna be good. Either way, win or lose, have a fun time. And I just love featuring different stuff as well. No fear, no limits. Right into ranked. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's see that dork. That first hand. Let's hope we don't have to mulligan too much. I wouldn't imagine we do. Alright. Oh. Certainly later than I would have hoped. Did a bit of cleaning. Had to try and make the thumbnail as nice as possible. And I kind of like how it looks tonight. I never really liked that black bar going across. It's too similar to everybody else. I like the feel of what it is. I like featuring myself because that is what you guys are going to get. So it definitely makes sense. Give just enough information. I like the knocked out dino in the bottom right corner there as well. That's one of my favorite ones. I don't know really what is my favorite. I'll have to think about that. Okay, hey. I like the looks of that. We got an elf. We got Rampaging Raptor, a bunch of red. Everything very, very consistent. Copperline Gorge, I gotta remember to play this, since I don't always. Yeah. Certainly Llanowar. Let's get that down. Let's hope it survives through a potential leyline binding. We're facing off against Keruga, Fires of Invention. 5 color Fires of Invention. They don't have a source of... Oh, they're going to be able to Leyline Binding next turn, I would imagine. They got Island, Forest, Plains, Swamp. So that Leyline Binding currently is reduced to 2. I do love that Ripjaw Raptor, though. Stomping Ground. You know what? We're going to go with Commune first. We're going to see if we grab a Marauding Raptor, and that's going to decide... Oh, okay, good. Good, we got it. Now we'll go with Stomping Ground. We pay the 2 life, then we go Marauding. If I had the Stomping Ground enter tapped to save myself taking 2 damage, and then gone Commune, I would have only had 1, and I wouldn't have been... Oh! Should have expected that. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Okay. Yeah. I think it's going to work out quite nicely. Cross your fingers, the Leyline Binding isn't too bad. Now the question becomes, which thing do you want Leyline Binding to deal with? Certainly I would imagine Ripjaw Raptor. A low chance of it being dealt damage now. We'll get the Leyline Binding out of the way so we don't have to worry about it. Oh, no. Leyline Binding. Very good stuff. Okay, but there's that. We drew out something that temporarily exiles. I'll take it. Beautiful. Oh, where's the back? Oh, excuse me. Drinking my pop too fast. Where's the back to nature when you need it? Yeah, keep up the pressure. Let's hope they don't get their source of red too soon. Now I'm just going to go with Sokenzan, Crucible of Defiance. Rather have the land down at the moment. Possibly could have powered up Rampaging Raptor, but the opponent is stumbling in the land department, and that's helping us out. I'm going to finally dry out that Leyline. Oh, there's the Leyline Binding. Ouch. Where's that back to nature? 1 in a green. Instant speed, destroy all enchantments. It's like an auto win against this deck. I use it basically all the time. The times that I don't use back to nature are the times, it seems, I face this kind of a deck. Oh, okay, Rampaging Raptor. Yeah. I love the looks of that. Let's hope it's not a second Leyline Binding. Man, this is painful stuff. Oh! Nuts. Bouncing. Well, at least you guys see how good back to nature can be. If you want to look at the silver lining, at least. Ouch. We'll get there. Boseiju, actually, that's kind of nice. Yeah. Now we'll see what they exile. We'll see if they finally get their source of red. I'll hold off on that Boseiju. Just in case. If they go Fires of Invention, maybe we'll take it out. Enigmatic, Incarnation as well. Oh, there's that source of red. There's the fires. Where's Enigmatic? Do it. Do it and watch it die. Oh, Keruga. They're drawing a lot of stuff, but they can't play anything. Which is good, I would say. Now with temporary lockdown, we could get Marauding, but Marauding would kill the Llanowar Elves. They enter at the same time, so that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Just a good old Rampaging Raptor. That makes sense. We'll be able to play Ghalta quite nicely indeed. Just have to hope they can't do anything with that land that they get. Probably going to be a triome, I would imagine. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. Take the opportunity to get... Oh, they're doing something to someone. They probably wanted that land entering untapped to maybe re-exile or whatever. Bounce Rampaging Raptor with Brazen Borrower. Another Brazen Borrower. Ooh, okay. Well, we can't finish him off. We could go Ghalta, Bonecrusher Giant, dealing 2 damage. I like the looks of that. You know what? I'm going to swing and we'll see what they do. Gee, I wonder what's going to happen. Oh, lovely. Perfect. Yes. Get her done.
Ruthless aggression.
Oh. Okay. Whew. I'm just happy I took them down. I'm happy they stumbled. I don't think we're going to get quite as lucky in game 2 there. Yeah. Oh. Took them quite a few turns to get that source of red. Finally, with the steam vents. But of course, enchantments. We want to take that out. Gain control of all permanents you own. Well, that doesn't get us our stuff back that they steal. I'm pretty sure that doesn't. No. Atrax's fall. Oh, destroy enchantment. Yeah. We want all to destroy enchantment stuff. That's about it. Possibly could bring in Gruul Charm as well. A lot of their creatures are on the ground, so I think we potentially could sneak things through as well, and that would be pretty good. What do I want to cut? Reckless Rage? Nah, we'll trim 3 Reckless Rages. Not a whole lot of early creatures, of course. With Keruga, everything in the deck has to have a mana value of 3 or greater. Oh, yes, it was a fantastic draw. Absolutely. Going to be even more fantastic here. I love it. Llanowar Elves, we get to turn 2 Cindervines. That's going to be beautiful. It's going to be fun if they try to play an enchantment to temporarily exile it. Oh, excuse me. Then we can just respond by sacrificing Cindervines. Man, I love it. Copperline and Llanowar Elves in game 2 as well. Nope. Leyline Binding coming up next turn. We got a plains, an island, a swamp, and a mountain. So they could potentially do that. But another Llanowar Elves, hey, I'll take it, certainly. I'm going to pay the 2 life. I'm going to get that Cindervines. I was almost thinking of Commune with Dinosaurs, but we'll use up all available mana for the turn. Oh, they're okay, so they are going to do it. Alright. At the very least, it drew out Leyline Binding on that instead of that. And hey, there we go. Regisaur Alpha, get her done, and hope they don't go you-know-what next turn. Fires of Invention, followed by Enigmatic Incarnation. Sacrificing Leyline Binding to get something back. Oh, okay. We're not dead yet. We got Cindervines back, which is pretty cool. What creature for 7 will they grab? That's always the question. Ooh, Titan of Industry. That is a pretty good thing. Is it enough to have them... Oh, okay, fine. Hey, you want to destroy it? That's good. Don't put a shield counter on it. All right, strap yourselves in, folks. This is going to be good. Let's do the math, though. Certainly Ghalta. Regisaur Alpha for 5, but I would need a total of 7. I only have 6 at the moment. It definitely has to be Ghalta because that's going to have haste. But first, we'll go with Commune. We'll search, we'll see if there's anything very nice that we could get. Get our land for the turn with Cragcrown Pathway. I say we might as well... Oh, I already played one. Never mind. Ghalta it is. Actually, I want to attack with the Llanowar Elves. Got to make sure Karplusan makes the green. Then we also get to smack him with that. Maximum aggression. That would have been pretty cool if Regisaur Alpha traded with that Rhino. Oh boy. Let's see if they have a leyline binding. Okay, just bouncing it. Not too bad. Sacrificing that Fable to get somebody for 4. Oof, Omnath. That's not fun. Not fun at all. We can almost get Ghalta. Sadly, not quite. We're not dead yet. Oh, the hostage taker. It's been a while since I've seen that. Okay. We'll see what happens. It was just going to get out of control anyways. So I figured I'd do as much as possible before that happened. Well, at least I got the queen. Let's just hope nothing else too bad happens. Ooh. Okay. Sacrificing Fable to get maybe another hostage taker, potentially. Stealing Ghalta, that would not be fun. Hopefully they only have one hostage taker. Cross your fingers. Oh, they got nuts. Let's hope I don't draw more lands. Otherwise it's... Ooh, ouch. That tends to do the trick. Pain and suffering. And they certainly had a lot of stuff that wasn't enchantments. Just getting those creatures. Enigmatic Incarnation, though, absolutely putting in the work there. Big time. Would have been nice if I would have destroyed it after I got it back, after Leyline Binding was sacrificed. So we'll have to hope we get to do that. Taking them down for exactly lethal with that stomp, though, does get much more satisfying, I'll tell you. Yeah, hey, I like the looks of that. Turn 1 Llanowar, hopefully getting to Rampaging Raptor. We only have one source of red with Sokenzan, so hopefully we get another one. Excuse me. No, that's okay as well. At the very least, it looks like we should get to 4, no matter what. No temporary lockdown. They're only going to be able to remove one thing, I would imagine. Ooh, a stomp from their own Bonecrusher. Alright. Here goes nothing. Where's that Leyline Binding? For one, it's always painful when it gets down to that point. Yeah. Get the Mystic, get the Bonecrusher. I like it. Use up everything. A bunch of creatures. Oh, okay. I'll take it. Where's that source of red? Although, we get Ripjaw. If we wanted to sacrifice Leyline Binding, we're not going to do that at the moment. We have that forest left over, which, we're ready and waiting. We're safe. They're never going to target Cindervines because we have one left. We can respond to anything. Now wait. Keep it up, just in case they do something else painful. Now we're going to pop it now. It's the end of our turn, might as well. Maybe it draws out another Leyline on that Ripjaw, which I wouldn't be surprised. Ooh, okay. We got our second source of red with Karplusan. Looking pretty good. Oh, that is almost it. Very nice and aggressive, I must say. Fires of Invention, Enigmatic. Okay, there we go. Coffee and pop. Pepsi. Man. It's very nice to take this deck down without Back to Nature. Lots of lovely, lovely bodies. That was a perfect start to tonight, or this morning. Yeah, I guess it would be this morning. 12:45 a.m. for me at the moment. I had some naps today. Usually I don't do that, so that's why I'm extra energetic, I guess you could say. Or just regular energetic. Yeah, mellow, even, all that good stuff. Rakdos Sacrifice. I'd like to face that just because I have tons of interaction. Taking out the Mayhem Devil with Reckless Rage. Stomping a Blood Tithe Harvester. Ooh, that's going to be lovely. Mono White Humans. Lots of my interaction. Taking out their little creatures. Sticking a Ripjaw Raptor. Deterring aggression. Potentially. Ooh. Beautiful hand indeed. Bunch of lands. Marauding plus Rampaging Raptor on turn 3 if, excuse me, that sticks around. Well, there's no companion, which is nice. This leaves, it makes me think it could be something white related. Yeah, well, lovely stuff. I have to remember to play Lair of the Hydra as one of my first 2 lands. I don't always use it, just because I love Castle Garenbrig, and then I don't want Lair of the Hydra as well, another mono green source. I really like those red sources upped pretty high, especially when you're using Rampaging Raptor. Sometimes when I've used it, it's been a little bit awkward, and I've had to bump up the sources of red to at least 13 or 14. Get there a little bit more consistently. However, maybe the opponent is glitching here. Maybe they fell asleep. Maybe they're screen sniping. Or stream sniping, as the saying goes. I always wonder if that's the case. If I've played in Platinum a bunch, I keep facing the same people. If they take a while to start, if they're mousing over things, if they throw out a nice and then they come to see it. But it looks like maybe they just didn't connect or some sort of funny business. Arena has been a little bit funny today, at least on my phone. Do 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 boom. Okay. Well, it looks like it may just be a free win here. That's alright. Awesome Dino power. The opponent has been scared away from playing the game at all. And that's how good this deck is. Whew. Who would have thought? A beautiful sight. I'm just going to hold on to Lair of the Hydra actually with my mouse, and then I'll definitely not miss playing it. A dancing Lair of the Hydra. It could dance, you know, it is a man land. Do 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 bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Doesn't look like we're gonna get the chance. When that timer runs down, I believe we will win that match. Win this match. Oh, look, how so powerful, so powerful. All I have to play is a Stomping Ground, and we stomp the opponent right there. That's good stuff. I like it. Maybe if I keep playing, I get a nice little streak into Diamond tonight. That'd be extra picture perfect, especially using this fantastic list. Fantastic and varied. Ulrither. I kind of think Azorius. That's my bet. Whenever I see an avatar like that, it could be banned. Huh. But a lovely looking hand. Black related. Oh, sadly. We got Llanowar. Maybe they fail to push it, which would mean Marauding Raptor perhaps sticks around a little bit. We had to face Rakdos at some point, though. Ooh. Of course, Stomp, 2 damage. See, this is the rough part. I want to go Llanowar because if I go Marauding, Llanowar is dead, sadly. Fatal push could happen on either one, but another Stomp could not happen on Marauding. I'll still go with Llanowar. Rough stuff. But of course that's similar to Otepic Huntmaster as well. So, they may have had... Oh, Lair of the Hydra. Alright, that's not bad. If Stomp was the only thing, perhaps if I could see their hand, Marauding would have been better. It may have stuck around, potentially. But I was going to go Marauding anyways. I couldn't have used that extra potential mana from Lair of the Hydra, so it entering tapped was not a bad thing. That's pretty bad. And I don't exactly want to play Ripjaw, of course, because... Well, I got Shieldred now. So if I draw extra, I lose extra life. I'll just go with Rampaging Raptor. And we'll keep everybody back. We won't attack this turn, and potentially we'll power up Rampaging next turn, at least to threaten Shieldred. Kroxa. I'm going to get rid of Ghalta. I don't... You know what? Actually, I'm going to get rid of Ripjaw. I don't want to draw more stuff. Let's do that. Watch him fatal push Rampaging. Oh! 2 fatal pushes, maybe. Interesting. I guess that makes sense. Especially if I don't draw a forced land coming up here. Extra downhill. Ooh! Ooh. Reckless Rage is something. If I attack, it doesn't do a whole lot. I deal potentially 6, but they're going to gain 2, and then they're going to deal 7, 9, technically, with the life loss of Shieldred. They can't escape Kroxa quite yet. They only have 2 cards in their graveyard. But I'm going to wait and see what they do. Hopefully, they don't have removal. I could use Rampaging to block Shieldred, which could be pretty nice. If they have removal, I can just respond with Reckless Rage to take out that Blood Tithe Harvester. Okay. At least we get to take out somebody. Alright. Blood Tithe Harvester could take it out, which is kind of 2 for 1-ish. They're thinking about it. Giving it -2/-2. Oh, they don't. Alright. Is there any way out of this situation? I don't believe there is. I'm quite certain we've lost at this point, but we'll see what we get. Yeah, we're not winning that one. Nope. JDX, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. Don't talk to me about magic. Yeah. Or don't talk to me about dinos. That clip, that was good. I appreciated it. But Rakdos Midrange, classic, fantastic, Bouncer's Beatdown. That cares about targeting black creatures, exiling them. I love it. Of course, the elves, they're not long for this world. Stomp and Fatal Push but that's pretty basic. Nothing new here. Clothis? Maybe. Kind of like a Clothis. You know what? I'm going to trim 3 communes. Bring the 2 Clothises. Clothi, I guess, could be plural. Just because I have Bouncers beat down, it's a non-hit. Clothis, also a non-hit. I'll trim it there. And I still like the interaction with Reckless Rage. Yeah, that should be good. Droopy Saliva guitar solos, yes. I just think it's pretty creative using all those words and keeping a straight face. I imagine it probably took a few takes not to bust out laughing immediately. Hey, we got turn 2 play. The fantastic potential of Commune. Keeping things very consistent. Maybe you grab a land to keep the land drops going. You keep something low. Okay. I'll take the ping. I was going to probably be tapping Karplusan for a red or a green at some point anyways. So now maybe I can just use it for that colorless. And I got that. A braid. I'm always afraid of a braid. Oh, back to back Marauding Raptors. You never know what you're going to get. Well. Go with Sokenzan. I'm going to be playing Marauding, so those creatures, those 2 spirits, would die anyways. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. We got 2 Maraudings. I think that could hopefully mean one is alive. As long as one lives, we would get Regisaur next turn. Don't have 2 fatal pushes. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Oh, hey, perfect. Thank you. That was good on the opponents. They could only take out 1. They broke the Marauding Raptor lock, which was very nice indeed. Exactly what I hope to do with stuff like that. Gotcha. Gotcha this one, buddy. Ooh! Who likes a 12-12 trample haste for 2? Smoked. Dead. Ah. Oh.
Ruthless aggression.
All right. I don't think we're going to get quite as fortunate in this 3rd game. Certainly having all those Marauding Raptors, that was very key. And them not having Fatal Push. Heartless Act on 1, and then I saw they had that 1 source of black left. I figured, the other one is done for as well. Just can't leave them alive, or you die. Still the greatest combo, never gets old, although Thoughtseize. It's a fact of life at this point. That's just how it goes. If you want to play the game, you just gotta shrug and bear that turn 1 play. Maybe I should use the laugh whenever the opponent goes turn 1 Thoughtseize. Nah, that would be good. I mean, eventually we might get there. Perhaps. We're not dead yet. If they only have removal, that removal is just sitting in their hand, and if we do nothing, they do nothing. Oh! An email tomorrow. Okay, I'll keep my eye out. I might miss it. It might go into the junk folder. I don't think it would, because you're an actual contact. But I'll try and keep an eye out for it. My goodness. Well, they haven't played many creatures, which is a very good positive, I must say. Cross the fingers we get to the 4th land. With 24 lands, I would hope to do so. There's a pretty reasonable chance we should be seeing it next turn. Or a Marauding Raptor would be nice for 2. We're left with 1 for that Reckless Rage. Oh, we got the 4th land. Beautiful. Beautiful indeed. Ripjaw Raptor feels like probably the best thing. It is 5 toughness. It does scare away the Bonecrusher, possibly. Or it just dies to Fatal Push. Sacrificing the blood token, meeting the requirement. I've never seen that before in my life. Oh! Hashtag pre-recorded. Yeah, we got another land. Let's hope they don't have a Heartless Act. We're not quite dead. No attacking here. Oh. What's going to happen? I imagine they have a Stomp. They have something that's going to kill us. They have a Shieldred, but just in case they don't have a Stomp. Either way, we're probably dead, I would imagine. Let's see what happens, though. It didn't matter. It's not an oops because we were either at 1 or 2. Nothing much you can do in those situations. Of course, some protection potentially would have been nice. Tyvar Stand or something that gives hexproof at least. But I do love Indestructible. If you guys didn't see it already, check out the video I made on Witch Protection. Mostly the green stuff at instant speed. Which one is right? Huh. What's it gonna be? Probably another Rakdos, I would imagine. That really does seem to be, at least on Arena, the most common thing. But again, some nights are completely different. I don't face 5-color Fires of Invention or enchantment-based decks like that very much. It could be days before I see another one, and then I see a couple in a day. Very, very different. All of all. Elves. It's probably another Rakdos. Eventually. Okay. I thought the opponent might have gone AFK. Well, I'm going to keep that. Certainly could be a lot worse. We have at least the Llanowar Elves. I'd probably be kicking myself if I mulliganed. Ooh, the first mono green. Or elementals. So, I don't know, we'll see. Interesting seeing that Ghalta. Maybe. Nah, it's just vehicles. Gotta be vehicles. Yep. Oh, never seen Reckless Stormseeker before. That's gonna be good. Taking it out eventually. But of course, Gruul Vehicles having their fantastic start of Elf into Stormseeker on turn 2. Yeah, a wee bit flooded, sadly. That's probably going to be it. Yeah, no, we're not coming back from that one. Oof. They probably think we're also Gruul Vehicles, which is not the case, but what do I want to do? Atrax's Fall, possibly to take out the vehicle as they crew it before it attacks. I like it. I like it a lot. Other than that, I think I'll just keep it as is. Trim a commune. Whew. Not much you can do as well. You're on the draw, and then they got that. I can make that work, technically. I've done it before. I'm going to showcase something pretty crazy, if it works, of course. We got the turn 1 source of green commune to grab our land for next turn, which is Copperline Gorge. Beautiful stuff indeed. And of course, we got the problematic thinking thing. Karplusan and Llanowar losing Llanowar, or they would just go, you know what, Stormseeker. Or Bonecrusher to yeah, let's do it. Take it out. No turn 3 play for you. And then possibly we get the third land. We can go Llanowar plus Marauding. Oh, that's not the case. All right. All right, it's just going to be 2 elves, which could be nice. We'd lose only 1 to Stomp or Braid. Okay, okay. Good. Hopefully that bought us a bit of Miglaws. A little bit of time there. Let me see. They can pay 2, remove 2 oil counters, and it gets +2/+2. But we got Marauding Raptor. And we got Reckless Rage. That's where it's at. Who doesn't love it? Oh, they're going to concede on the spot. Yeah, yeah. That's what it's all about. Not too worried about Essica's. Do I need more green, more red? Nah, we're just going to go with Timber Crown. Domri, pretty nice. We play that for 3, and then we use its ramp to get 3 again for Ripjaw, which we're going to draw a card. Oh, beautiful stuff. We could maybe take out a cat, but I'd rather just get Ripjaw down here. Attack with Marauding. Both cats would have to block, and I don't think both cats are going to block. We got lots of lands. We got Ripjaw. I love it. Essica's Chariot is never going to block, or attack, I should say, while we have Ripjaw. That's the ultimate blocker for it. Oh, the first verse, the first track now. Okay, okay. I like the sounds of that. But do I like the looks of this? Still seems pretty good. Fight somebody. I imagine they're going to want to use the cats. They'll respond to the fighting by using the cats to crew a vehicle that would eventually block. Which is pretty good. We still would trade with Sky Sovereign if it wanted to block Ripjaw, and then we also draw another card as well, which is quite nice indeed, I must say. Certainly get Marauding and Bonecrusher. That's looking good. Nice to see Domri, especially since I only have 1 copy in the list. Well, you see right here how much work he's putting in, so really why I mentioned at the start, I like 2, 3 sometimes. I've done 4 as a crazy person. Is that going to be enough? It's going to be pretty close. We could certainly play Ghalta for completely free and reduced. Interesting. Well, they goofed up there. They should have attacked us and then sent 3 damage to Domri to do the most to us. I would have thought, more lands. Painful. All right. Here it is. Essica's Chariot trading with Bonecrusher Giant, I think. Nobody's trading with Ripjaw. We're still at a full health, 20, so I feel pretty good about this. Maybe Somehow they get us. Okay, not looking too good. But something with trample. An Embercleave, of course, would be nice in this scenario. Ripjaw Raptor definitely would get the job done. Just hope it isn't another land. Reckless Rage might be nice, you know. Take out a Bonecrusher Giant, draw a card, maybe it's another Reckless Rage, and we chain a few. Taking out the Storm-Charged Slasher would have been good. However, we can't really bust through the Cats and Essicas. Ripjaw we'd lose to maybe 3 things. They probably don't want to go down to 1, but if I attacked with Ripjaw, I imagine that would be it. It's basically it. We have to do something though, because they have Sky Sovereign. We'll just eventually die to that. Oh, what's it gonna be? Ooh, flooded. Has to happen at least a few times, at least once a night. Yeah, that does her. There's nothing I draw that would remotely help me out. They have too many creatures at this point. 2 more hits from Sky Sovereign. Done for, sadly. That's alright. That's alright. It's been pretty good. Lots of fantastic removal potential. And Domri Anarch of Bolas potential. Again, if you're just joining or you didn't see the start, everything in the description, the link to the list and the results from that tournament in Columbus just recently. Good stuff. Pokemon TCG. Hey, if I don't get stressed out by Magic the Gathering, I'll leave Pokemon to people who get stressed out easily, perhaps. Oh, maybe I should try it out. I did play it originally, the very first sets. I didn't actually play how you're supposed to play Pokemon. But I had those first cards, the Ponyta, the Bulbasaur, Tentacool. Back when it was 152, technically. I like to call it 152 just because there was missing number. You can do the glitch where you get infinite, or actually 99 of a specific thing. So you get 99 Master Balls and then you use up all but 1 and then you go back and you make more copies. I had a level 250 Blastoise. That was my crowning achievement in the original Pokemon Blue. I got it knowing 2 water guns, which was pretty nice. I'm pretty sure it was the only moves that it knew, but it knew water gun twice. And then I used an infinite amount of rare candies to get it up to level 250, and then I believe it reset back to level 1, which was pretty cool as well to have a level 1 Blastoise, which is not possible. Not much you can do against what appears to be mono black. We just gotta hope we see the Force land, which, if we go by the previous match against Vehicles, that's gonna happen. Phew. Oh, we got there. And we got something hasty. Alrighty. Maybe we have to sacrifice it to Liliana, the treasure that is made by the goblin. Oh, they got rid of Liliana, so they have another way to... Oh, they have 2. I jinxed myself. But we do get to take her out next turn. Connecting with the other Rampaging Raptor, dealing at least 1 damage to them, which sends it towards that. As long as they don't have a you-know-who. We're going to test the waters, though. I'm going to send the token towards Liliana instead. Okay, they don't have Fatal Push. Good. We confirmed that because they certainly would have used it to take out the token. Some valuable information there. Alright, we got another one coming up. They do have Reflection of Kiki Jiki, which is a little bit scary. They're going to start copying itself quite a few times next turn. Or Blood Tithe Harvester, Bonecrusher Giant, possibly. But it still feels pretty good with what we got here. A decent bit of aggression. We've got Rampaging Raptor next turn. Lair of the Hydra, if at some point it makes sense to attack with that. Commune with dinosaurs at the very least would get us something good. We wouldn't quite be able to do Ghalta. They could have a stomp. If they have a stomp, no. We're not doing that. Player Bonecrusher. Oh my goodness. Read you like a book, buddy. That was too easy. Basically one thing they could have. Ha, gotcha. And we basically kill him. We got Rampaging. See ya. That doesn't do a whole lot, of course. We just kill him this way. Take 2. All that damage continues on through because it is trample. If they really wanted to get us, they would have blocked Regisaur Alpha instead. We got him dead. Love it. I was thinking of taking out Bonecrusher, but they would have just crewed Reckless Bankbuster in response and then still had that 4/4 creature to keep him at 1. Alright. But it is Rakdos. Bouncers beatdown, yes. Lots of stuff that is black. Which we didn't see there, but they have Shieldred and the Blood Tithe Harvester. All that stuff. Am I super scared of Cragcrown? Not really. I've never really worried about it too much. Not enough that I would want to bring in the Graveyard Hate. Grafdigger's Cage, certainly I could slap it in. No. Perhaps. Klothys. Klothys is what I want. Trim 3 of those communes. Alrighty. Not a big change, but certainly Klothys. They take a few turns that they have enough to escape the Cragcrown. So we get the Klothys. We'll be able to exile it quite nicely, I would imagine. I like that. Man, have we ever seen this before? They're certainly getting rid of Marauding. Eventually. Or they have Fatal Push for Marauding. They want to get rid of one of those Ripjaws. Well, that's good too. Well, beautiful stuff. At the very least, I would imagine we get Marauding next turn after they probably kill Llanowar Elves. No Sorcerette is very nice too. And they have the Mutavault, so it's only colorless. Marauding survives. Okay, Marauding does not survive. Ouch. Not doing a whole lot next turn. Oh, another Ripjaw Raptor. Very, very strange. It's kind of like a little bit ago when I drew Marauding. You never know what you're going to get. Ooh, that's gotta about lock it up at this point. There's not an easy way out. Now we'll wait and see what we draw next turn and pack it in. Nope. Nope. Especially knowing what the list is. There's no Carnage Tyrant or Tyrannix Rex. There's no massive, big, heavy hitter that starts at 5 power. Shifting Ceratops, of course, that is 2 and 2 green. That has 5 power, but it was... maybe we could have powered up Rampaging Raptor, but we didn't even have a Rampaging Raptor potentially. Would have been too far gone at that point, eventually having something. Ouch. Ouch. Well, we just have to hope they don't have a turn 1 Thoughtseize, and we don't have to mulligan any times. Huh. Alright. We know we can get it done. I knew I could get it done. Will that get it done? Well, not exactly. I certainly would like something faster. I would like Llanowar Elves, Elvish Mystic, Marauding Raptor. Gonna try 1. That got better. That got much, much better indeed. I gotta say I like Reckless Rage, but I want to keep all the lands. I want to keep the Rampaging Raptor, maybe to get it down on turn 3, even though I don't expect that's gonna happen. Ouch. Oof. No. We eventually get to a Rampaging. We may lose one to a Thoughtseize or both this turn. I would say I jinx myself, but it's not really a jinx when it is a fact of life. Okay. There. I jinxed myself. I should not have said it. But that's okay. I'm still having a good time, no matter what. These things happen. Hey, we gotta play. Now, is it gonna die? Or are they gonna play Shieldred and we just pack her in? Or we just sacrifice him. That does tend to do it. Maybe we get Rampaging Raptor next turn. Hasty, and they're open because they may have attacked with Bonecrusher. Perhaps we do get to connect with a little bit of damage. Okay. Yikes. But we weren't going to be getting Ghalta anyway, so that's not bad. Marauding Raptor's not going to do the trick anytime soon. Oof. Ouch. That's okay. Yeah, that was pretty good. I had a good time. I think I'll pack it in there. A nice wide-ish range of stuff. Certainly quite a bit different. Nice to have that varied sideboard. Like I was mentioning at the start. I can certainly see how it would catch people off guard. Try it out again at some point down the line, or something similar to this, having the elves, marauding, Bonecrusher, just doing a lot of different things. I must say, I did miss my stuff at the top, the big scary dinos. Castle Garenbrig, powering them out, tapping for 6 green mana. Pull up Carnage Tyrant there. Just for anybody that does not know or forgot about it, you can imagine how maybe in some situations that would have packed a punch. Maybe having it in the sideboard or shifting Ceratops. Bring shifting up as well. Where is it? Oh, good stuff. Against spirits, shifting Ceratops can be quite lovely indeed. I can see a very good case for shifting, starting out with it. Usually I start out with shifting Ceratops, just because I love it as a fantastic body if we face off against control, something that has counter spells. You know, game 1, you're already doing some good stuff. You have a reasonable chance to sneak this in, get some fantastic aggression, possibly switch shifting with Rampaging Raptor. They're somewhat similar. And then with Rampaging gone, you can be a little bit more smoother with the mana. You only probably need one source of red for the first few turns. You may only ever need one source of red for each of your turns. With this gone, and then shifting in, that feels pretty good. Sometimes haste, trample, reach especially. Sneaky reach has caught the opponent off guard more than once, and especially if you're facing off against Atraxa. Keep in mind that protection from blue, this permanent can't be blocked, targeted, dealt damage. That is where it's at. A Dream Trawler as well in Azorius control, but I'll bring up Atraxa. That's not how you spell it. Atraxa, yes. Grand Unifier. Part blue, has Death Touch, Lifelink. However, it's not dealing any damage to shifting Ceratops, so it doesn't kill it with the Death Touch. And it's not dealing any damage, so it gains no life with the Lifelink. As long as you can keep shifting around, you just always threaten the reach. They never attack. Buys you a few turns at least, maybe to find removal for this. Get a bigger creature, something like that. Kill a creature with flying. It's worked out, usually in the past. But yeah, again, a lovely list. I had a good time. Commander Crane, congratulations, doing so well. And we will see more people get some good results like that and take down entire tournaments. Mark my words. It's going to happen, especially with Lost Caverns of Ixalan coming out November 17th. Counting the days. But Dinos do good stuff before then. You saw it here and hopefully elsewhere as well. Alright. Have a good one. Don't forget
to like and subscribe for fantastic, calm dino action.
Alright. Peace. See you later.